Ladies and gents,
Yeah.
it's carnival. It's fun, it's vibes,
Yeah.
it's excitement.
Yeah.
And it's that time in the morning!
What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
It's time for Talk Yuh Talk. Talk Yuh Talk. Yeah. Everybody just listening right now. You just,
White noise.
do you feel creeped out? Yo, that cricket song is like crazy. That is serial killer level
Yeah, I'm telling you, boy.
annoyance. That's like, you know, when people
Chinese torture.
yo, like in a movie when people are you know, they on the way to like kill somebody or something, and
Yeah.
and they
Or when you capture somebody, you know, they have the bucket with the water dripping.
why do like criminals have monologues? Why do they like talk the plan out us? Like literally,
I
if
don't
you
know.
go and do the thing, right?
Just do it and get it
Run
over, right?
in,
Yeah.
deal with your
Yeah,
business
yeah,
and
yeah,
leave. It's
yeah.
like,
That's how they get caught.
well, since you're about to die, I'm gonna tell you my secret plan.
It's arrogance.
Ego, folks.
That's what it is.
No ego for 2019.
None.
You
Zero.
want to bury that, otherwise
Zero.
your
Zero.
criminal mastermind plan will be fraught.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Although, just a reminder, this is the biggest, baddest breakfast show,
Yeah.
radio show in
UK,
the
Europe's
whole
number one,
of
man.
Europe.
That's right, folks.
Yeah.
So, folks, today in Talk Yuh Talk, I think we want to talk about a couple things. You know, it's just before Carnival, and we just want to address a couple of things we saw in the news over the last few weeks that we didn't get an opportunity to mention.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest things that circulated
Yeah.
in the news was this issue about Liam Neeson. So, for those of you who don't know who he is,
Yeah.
he's the guy from the movie Taken,
Yeah.
who has that very menacing.
Huge actor.
Yeah, but huge actor has a menacing,
Yeah.
like, you know, I'll find you, and
I have a particular set of skills.
I'll get self skills.
And I
I'll
will
find you.
and I will find your family.
Actually, yeah, the voice pretty good. You know?
Yeah.
It's like he has this utter calmness.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine if he's like, I'm gonna have breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna butter this bread, and then I'm going to eat it,
Yes.
and you can't stop me.
No, nobody can.
Nobody can. So, folks, what happened in media? This guy was on an interview,
Yeah.
and he was promoting his new. He has a new movie coming out,
Yeah.
and he was promoting this movie, and he made some comments. So I'm just gonna read out something here.
Yeah.
So his latest film is called Cold Pursuit, and while during this interview, he wanted to bring up a disturbance that happened to him in the past, and he had like a little confession to make.
Mm-hmm.
I maybe it was part of the trend of the conversation at the time, but he said that, you know, his friend was assaulted.
Yeah.
Right, his friend was assaulted, and when he found out his friend was assaulted, he obviously got angry,
Mm-hmm.
and he found out, you know, what the person looked like, and he asked if the person is black,
Yes.
and the person was black,
Yes.
and he was upset,
Yeah.
vexed, and he grabbed a gun and he was driving around the town. Not that gun.
Not that.
His weapon.
Yeah.
Whoa, hold on. His gun. All right, let's just
yeah.
Joe, why are you laughing at us? Right, so he took his weapon. He went on the road driving around, and he, you know, literally looking for somebody to a black person to attack.
Well, basically, he was pacing up and down
Yeah.
outside pubs.
Yes.
Yeah, he was pacing up and down outside pubs, hoping that a black person
Yes.
would upset him.
Yeah.
So he would have an excuse to kill them.
Right. So his exact thing was, it begins as an explanation of how his latest character turned to anger.
Yeah.
There's something primal, God forbidden, you've ever had if you ever had a member of your family hurt under criminal conditions. So that was the context that this was in, right?
Yes.
And so he said, I'll tell you a story, and this is true. It was some time ago. You know, I won't use his voice. It's kind of creepy. It's really, really creepy. So Neeson had just come back from overseas to find out that about the rapist. His friend got raped.
Yes.
And she handled the situation really well.
Yes.
But my immediate reaction was, there's a pause. This is like dramatic pause.
Yeah.
I asked, did she know who
the
it
person was? Yeah.
He says, no. What color were they? She said it was a black person. I went up and down areas with a kush.
Yeah.
Kush. And yeah, so I went up and down areas of kush, hoping I'd be approached by somebody. I'm ashamed to say that, and I did it for maybe a week, hoping some black bastard would come out.
Yes.
Would come out of a pub and have a go at me about something, you know. So that I could
Kill them.
hold on, you gotta give, so that I could kill him. And so that's what he says. So he goes on to say that Neeson clearly knows what you're saying and how shocking it was, how appalling. It took me a week, maybe a week and a half to go through that. And, you know, she would ask where you're going, whatnot.
Yeah,
I just kind of skipping straight to the main part. And he said he's never admitted it. And I'm saying it to Jonas. He's saying he's sorry for it, you know.
Yes.
You know, it was his time of weakness and whatnot. He knows it was very horrible. And when he thinks back about what he did. Now, of course, that caused immediate uproar all over the world.
Yes.
And everybody's calling him a racist and a bigot and all these type of things. And I just found that this was interesting because we've been speaking about this for the last 2 years. Different, you know, when it came to Carnival as well, we spoke about, you know, representation in mass and racism in mass and if it exists and whose fault is it and then also what we were looking for. Prejudice as well, you know, fat people, slim people, gay people, straight people, all these little factors and all these things, and this is just another avenue of things that are happening right now in the media, and people say he's a racist, you know, interviews being cancelled, people saying to boycott him, and this is a lot of noise.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Not really.
Interesting.
I mean, it is a great conversation, but it's like more of the same kind of conversation about, you know, do celebrities have a responsibility to? I would say do they have a responsibility to not be human? I'm taking normally I don't take a definite stance at the start of a conversation, but I will on this one. That this guy came out and said, hey. This happened. This is what happened to me. This is what I experienced. This is what went through my mind, and this is the realization I came to at the end of it. I happy with that. I personally happy with that, but people all over are obviously upset and thinks that he's a bad person. Yeah,
I mean, you know, I think it's unfortunate that the assailant, let me use these words, right? The person that, you know, inflicted harm on his friend, was someone who was not of the same race as him.
Right.
It's unfortunate because at the end of the day,
you mean that he wasn't white?
Yeah. or if he was of another race, like whatever race he could have been, or whatever, the person was not of the same race. Because I don't think it was about race. I think Liam Neeson needs to be smart. Are we going to talk about what I think about this as well? Right?
Yes.
But he was angry. I think people are just missing the fact that he was angry.
Right.
And when people are angry, they're irrational.
Right.
Yeah. So he's not going to sit down there and be like, oh, I'm angry, but let me get my, you know, thoughts together, whatever. You get angry and you do stupid things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think at that point in time, he did a silly, immature thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was immature, right?
Yeah, it was.
Right?
It was.
Was it racist? Not necessarily.
No.
You know what I mean? You know, because I keep, you know, I go back to the fact about people, you know, using race in times of anger, right? And it don't necessarily make the people racist.
Yes.
And I go back to the story of I got a friend, who is white and has a best friend for all my life who's black, and he's a car racer, back in Barbados, and his little brother's a car racer. They were driving. The brother was racing the car, and a black man in Barbados hit the car in an aggressive move, right, and sent the car. We talking probably 2 buildings high.
Yo.
And it crashed and it barrel rolled and everything. And his little brother could have been killed.
Right.
And, you know, my friend rushed to the scene or whatever the case might be. And the fellow the black man got out of his car and said, you know, real sorry about that. But it was a stupid move. Everybody was talking about this move, right? And my friend said, I don't want to hear nothing from you. You're black so-and-so.
Yo,
cussing, right?
Yeah, but of course.
And everybody was like, yo, he's a racist. But I was like, yo, the man was angry.
Yeah.
When people are angry, they do things and say things that they wouldn't necessarily say. And people tend to be descriptive when they're angry, right?
Yeah.
So for example, if you get in an argument with somebody who's overweight, the first thing people say, you're fat so-and-so.
Right.
What does that make you? You know what I mean?
Against
right?
Fat
But because it's exactly. What is that? What is it? Is there a category for that? But because you use somebody's race,
what's it called, Joe?
Weightism, easy,
boy.
right? But like, you know, like, and I just say, you know, like, it's unfortunate Liam Neeson said this.
Yes.
In my opinion, he should have kept it himself.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because if it's not something that's current, like, why are you talking about it to think? But we're gonna get to why I think these things happen. Anyway.
All right, folks. So this is a piece of the topic we're dealing with today. We just just to kind of give you.
We don't want to sidetrack too much from the carnival.
Yeah,
vibes, right?
but it was something that we've been having this conversation for the last few weeks about it, and it's like we just talk about it on the show and give everybody our insight, and then we could like move on and deal with the rest of life.
Precisely.
As we see it. So, folks, this is The Breakfast Show. We're in Talk Yuh Talk. This is the road to Carnival, and we shall return with some tunes and some vibe. Yes, folks, Shepbeast and Konata. This is The Breakfast Show, and we're in.
I'm telling you.
Dan, you sound like you're in the 1990s. Like, I'm telling you.
I'm telling you.
We're in.
This is the show, B.
We're in Talk Yuh Talk, dude.
Road to Carnival.
Yeah, man, we're on the road and we're dealing with some, relatively current events. And I was thinking about this while we're on listening to the music, and it just keeps bringing me back to the conversations we had about race and those stuff within Carnival. Yeah. And everybody has an opinion on through this. Drink to that. Everyone has their experience and their things happen to them that they relate to. Yeah. But just to give a little recap, we talked about Liam Neeson, who on a radio interview, or on an interview that he did promoting his upcoming film, he told everyone a story about his friend who was assaulted.
Yeah, she'd been raped.
Yeah, she'd been raped, and he was upset. He went out with his gun. He roamed the streets looking, outside bars, looking for a quote-unquote a black bastard to kill. Yeah. And, after a week or so of doing that, he kind of looked back in horror. Like, yo, what are you doing? Gather yourself. Come back to earth.
No question.
And go.
Why can we just black? Why you gotta be a bastard too?
As a bastard, you rape your friend?
Oh, yep. But no, not the person. Okay. He was looking for a black bastard. Yeah. Why you could just be black?
But I think he was relating to. We asked that question. I'm going to ask it. Let me analyze and use my academic skills to look through what you're saying and come up with a critical, yet thorough definition. Let's see. Yeah, but just likely answering that question. Yeah, I mean, the man was just referring to looking for the killer in everybody's face, and people arguing about saying that the man's racist and he's a bigot and whatnot, and my question is, it's kind of like what we spoke about with Farmer Nappy the week before. Yeah, about celebrities, people in the public space. How responsible should they be? For how responsible should they be for their thoughts and their lives? Yeah, and yes, I think it should be responsible for your actions, definitely, and whatnot. But where does it start and where does it end? Yeah. And the same thing when it comes to like mass bans and those things, like as we spoke about a few years ago, do mass bans have to, represent everybody? If some people say some bands are racist, some parties are racist where they or being selective about who they get into the party. They only want nice girls. Yeah. They didn't want no gay people. They didn't want these things. Yeah. And these are the situations that are floating around. Boy, this one, I just had a thought. In the middle of that one, I had a critical thought, and I was like, I'll go hold that one for later. Yeah. But yeah, should these people be responsible for how they feel about a certain situation? Mm-hmm. You said you had a point to bring up or something.
Yeah. My thing was, why did Liam Neeson decide to out that story? Okay. Yeah, because he's an intelligent man. Right. Yeah. Or so we're led to believe.
Intelligent enough to be a great actor and make money.
Exactly. And also, he must know that by saying that, this is not fluke. What I mean? He must know that by saying that, there will be a great public discussion and debate. Right?
A lynching in the public.
Yes. And my thing is, did he need something to upstage his movie? You know what I mean? Right now there's a lot of talk about her great friend Kevin Hart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the controversy around the Oscars and his gay tweets and blah 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 blah.
From 2008?
Exactly.
It's 8 or 11?
10 years 11. Ago. Yeah, 10 years ago.
Yeah, there we go.
Right? And my thing is, he's now on the road to pump his new movie.
Right. Yeah.
And he's now said something that's going to cause this great discussion.
Just applying, man.
Yeah, that's all right. Apply your lip balm, buddy. Apply your lip balm. Chappy. Right?
There are no dry lips on camera.
You know
what
right?
I mean?
Pucker up.
It's not something that you really want. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's my thing, I don't think that these things are flukes. I think great thought went into what he was going to say. He has a publicist.
Yeah, man.
He has a PR person.
Yeah.
He got Rhodey. He got everybody that's going to say yes or no to what he's going to say on air.
Right.
Yeah. And so I think whilst all of us are here debating his racist,
he laughing.
Or everybody,
free promotion for my movie.
Everybody hits him knocking, pounding, high fives, all around because they're like, yeah, I told you, it'll work. You know what I mean? No one talking about Kevin Hart. You know what I mean? Like, these are the things that I always say. We find ourselves involved in these things as lay people, right? And the bigger pictures. Bigger pictures to why people choose to say these things, why people choose to do these things at this point in time, and that kind of thing.
Right.
And so I am taking the story lightly.
Right.
For heaven's sake, it probably might not be true. You know what I mean?
True,
no one knows.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It might not be true, and so I just taking it lightly. I have no opinion. I think if it is true, he has the right to be angry.
Right.
And how he expressed or dealt with his anger at that point in time was how he dealt with his anger at that point in time. Don't make the man, you know what I mean? Like one day don't make a summer, you know what I mean? Right? So yeah, that's just my take on it.
Some days it rains.
Precisely.
Some days the sun shines.
Precisely.
So I agree with that, and it's we brought up another topic about the Gucci brand. That the Gucci brand released this half. Was it like a bottle cover?
Yes.
But it was just like a half face thing.
It
was just up to your mouth.
Yeah.
Like this. So
just covering your nose.
Kind of like Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Yes, like that. So yes. So they covered his this thing, and they had like a red thing over.
Red lips.
Right. So clearly.
And it was black.
Yeah. So there's a big uproar, and they apologize and whatnot. But so there's a word that we coined, and it's been trademarked already, guys.
You heard it first here.
Yeah,
should we call it a brandy banger?
It's a brandy banger. It's called executive racism.
Yeah, man.
And executive racism is when celebrity types or anybody in a big company do what the public can deem as a racist act.
Yes.
Or say a racist words or phrase or whatnot, and they do that knowing that there will be a negative response.
Yeah.
But they're also doing it to raise some level of awareness to their brand.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen now is that Gucci, yes, they'll get some backlash, people will be upset.
Yeah.
There will be a minuscule amount of people that may stop buying Gucci.
Yeah.
But people not buying Gucci because of their ethical stance on climate, animals, and black people. They're buying Gucci because they like how it look on their body.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that is. So I think, so after a few weeks, a few months, maybe, probably a few weeks, or until the next scandal, people are going to continue buying their brand, and they've just gotten free promotion. In fact, we are right here promoting Gucci.
Yeah. And also, there was once an H&M uproar about the little boy that had on the monkey thing. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? Coolest monkey in the jungle. Yeah. But now everyone's forgotten about that, and everyone's back in H&M buying clothes.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. So do these? I don't think Liam Neeson set out. Actually, let me not say that.
Yeah.
There is a chance that is what he did. I do believe that, obviously, knowing of what could happen if he says it.
Yeah.
I think, yes, okay, let's say that because we'll get the news, whatnot.
Yeah.
But I also believe that this dude had an experience. Let's assume it's true. This dude had an experience many years ago. Mm-hmm. He came on this program, and in relation to his show, he spoke about it.
Yes.
And he said, this is how I felt. This is what happened. And, I'm horrified by this action. I don't understand why that's not good enough. I don't understand why, because somebody thought of something, right, that they are forever a bad person.
Condemned.
I have a problem with that, because we always talk about forgiveness and that people need to grow and build. But then when somebody's, like Kevin Hart's thing came out, 10 years later, people are like, oh, he's a bad person.
That's the same man he is,
And so you need to choose a side. It's either you want people to change and improve and be better, or anybody that ever did anything bad in their life ever ever.
Yes.
You see how I went up on that's the heights. Anything bad ever in their life, that is it for them. They're done. They're done. Which means every single person that commenting in that negative manner, all are bad.
Yeah.
I know all of my timeline do something bad. Telling you. So that is my take on that. I ain't really have much more to say about Liam Neeson and that vibe. In fact, I will. In fact, I am going to drop the interview.
Yeah.
That he did. I'm gonna play. So you'll take a listen now. This is kind of what he said. You'll get an idea of the whole thing.
I'll tell you a story. This is true. I'm not going to use any names, but I was away and I came back, and she told me she had been raped, but she handled the situation of the rape in the most extraordinary way. But my immediate reaction was, I asked, did she know who it was? No. What colour were they? She said it was a black person. I went up and down areas with a cosh, hoping I'd be approached by somebody. I'm ashamed to say that. And I did it for maybe a week, hoping some black would come out of a pub and have a go at me about something, you know, so that I could kill him. And it took me a week, maybe a week and a half to kind of go for that. And she said to me, where are you going? I said, I'm just going out for a walk, you know. She said, what's wrong? No, nothing's wrong, fine. And it was horrible when I think back, but I did that. And I've never admitted that to it. I'm saying it to a journalist, God forbid. It's awful. But I did learn a lesson from it when I eventually thought, you know. And I come from a society, I grew up in Northern Ireland in the Troubles, and I knew a couple of guys that died on hunger strike, and I had acquaintances that were very caught up in the Troubles. And I understand that need for revenge, but it just leads to more revenge and more killing and more killing. And, you know, Ireland, Northern Ireland's proof of that, you know. All the stuff that's happening in the world at the minute, the violence is proof of that, you know. So it's, but that's, yeah, primal need, I understand, you know.
You can relate to that.
Yeah, man, so that was the interview he did, so you guys get the context of what's been going on and whatnot. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. I don't think we have anything else to really deal with this thing.
No.
We could go back into the carnival talk a little bit.
Yes.
So, folks, we're going to jump back into some tunes when we return.
The carnival continues.
We still have a good bit of time before the show ends, and we have a lot more to talk to you guys about and a lot more music to play and deal with. This is The Breakfast Show. Shep Beats and Konata, we're in Talk Yuh Talk, and we shall return. Yes, ladies and gents, this is The Breakfast Show, and we're in...
Sir. Yes, sir.
I don't know why every time I say that, I don't expect it though.
I'm just backing you up.
Yeah, right. We in Talk Yuh Talk. And it's time to deal with the carnival season. And of course, just want you guys to make sure you have the right information, because information is power. Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
And the kind of knowledge you need to know are the 3 events that you gotta be at.
Yeah, man.
You have to be at these events for Trinidad Carnival. The first one up.
Yeah.
It's an event called Dirty Brunch.
Yeah. It's
its 2nd year running in Trinidad. It's called Dirty Brunch. We have another one that happens in Berlin. It happened last year. It's going to be happening this year.
Yeah.
But on the 24th of February, we have Dirty Brunch, and it's going to be an amazing menu.
Yeah.
All-inclusive food, all-inclusive drinks.
All.
Prosecco and all the different types. We have specialty cocktails as well.
Yeah.
Along the theme of Dirty Dozen as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So actually, some people was asking me, the confusion was, what's a dirty brunch? You know what I mean? Like, what is dirty brunch, and why would you call something dirty brunch? First of all, dirty doesn't juvie.
Yes.
Dirty brunch.
Yes,
Number one.
Yes,
Number
yes.
two, the whole idea is that, we are used to wilding out in the parties and because it's a juve ban.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do something where you get to, you could come on this Sunday middle of carnival, great atmosphere, sit down with your friends, with your crew, have a great meal, smooth around, hold a vibe, and then later you bust a wine.
Yeah.
But you come to dress nice, you could sweat down if you want.
Yeah.
But the whole idea is pretty on the outside, but we still dirty on the inside. And that is the whole idea with the dirty brunch. Pretty on the outside, dirty on the inside.
Yeah, after you dress up nice and you
hike up that skirt
and you eat all the nice food and drink your nice prosecco and thing, you could end up with powder in your head still.
We had powder busted in
powder in your head.
And then when powder hit the floor, it's so slippery, right? It's like falling. Yeah, so we had powder, everything. It was a great experience. You have amazing DJs that are playing the Dirty Dozen Pondygrass DJs. Yeah. Most of them are going to be at this event as well. You can get your tickets at dirtydozenjuve.com. Yeah. That's DIRTYDOZENJOUVERT.com.
That's right.
DirtyDozenJuve.com. Make sure you follow Dirty Dozen on all social media as well. They're on Instagram, Facebook, and on Twitter. Yeah. And you're going to get all the information via that website as well. And so you don't want to miss this event, trust me. That event starts at 12 o'clock midday and it ends around 7 p.m. Yeah. And it's going to be awesome. You can either buy an all-inclusive ticket, so that includes the food and the drink, or if you want to come later on in the day, maybe go in some next party. I mean, mistake, but
who knows?
Do what you have to do, you know. I mean, I ain't judging it, but you have the right.
Yeah, those are
so you can come to the free drink section of the party, which starts around 2 p.m. and goes on to the evening. That's when the party really starts.
Excellent.
Then on the 26th of February, we have Pon de Grass.
Yeah.
Fifth year running. Fifth year upon the grass, but it doesn't feel that way. It feels like new.
You know, right?
Every year feel like new.
Yeah.
So once again, we have an amazing DJ lineup. We have Washi Fire, Private Ryan, we have Shep Beats, we have Cool Blaze, we
Miami
have Miami Dream Team, we have Major Penny and DJ Watty, we have Mixology, we have Indian, we have it's amazing. Of course, I'll be hosting the event, and it's going to be amazing. We have a fully stocked bar. It is a cooler party, so we encourage everyone to bring their drinks, bring what you're drinking. We have Dirty Brew.
Yeah.
If you don't know what Dirty Brew is, you're in for a surprise. So we have Dirty Brew, and we have an amazing food court from all over the place.
Yes.
And this is vibes. Bring your flag, bring your rag, enjoy yourself, bring your powder. Just bring vibe. That's on the Tuesday before Carnival Tuesday, and that starts at 3 p.m. and goes till about midnight.
Yeah.
So make sure you are at that event. Or again, you can get tickets via dirtydozenjuve.com, or you could also go to dirtydozenevents.com. That's the other website specifically for events, which you can get to from the Dirty Dozen Juve site. But dirtydozenevents.com, you can get tickets for both Dirty Brunch and Pondygrass. Awesome things. That's what's going on for Carnival. One more event to go. I'm going all the way with this because we only have like a week before this event happens. So we let everybody know. Then after that, we have Dirty Dozen Juve, which I mentioned earlier. But this is all about Juve on the road. This is our 10th year celebrating, so it's going to be a big deal. Big deal. The band is really nice. We have a lot of upgrades, security upgrades, truck upgrades. We have 40-foot drinks trailer this year as well. So everything has gone up.
Wow.
2 40-foot music trucks are going to be there as well. And again, we have an amazing DJ lineup, including some of the Pondygrass DJs. And we also, I didn't mention the musical in Pondygrass.
Oh, yes.
They're musical in Pondygrass. And they're going to be in Dirty Dozen Juve as well. You just literally probably have a week again until everything is totally done.
True.
So make sure you hit that. And that is our vibe.
Yeah. And I'm sure that people probably want to know where else we might be.
Oh, yes.
Where is Shep Beats and Konata going to be?
So where are we going to be?
That's the question right now that I've been getting a lot. What band you with? What parties you're playing in? Well, you'll be surprised to hear that we don't have any events. just joking. Right.
We just going to Lime this year.
We're going to Lime and Pump.
Imagine.
I can get a costume though.
I get a costume. If we go Carnival, just a Lime
boy. People will be in shock.
I was always saying a great thing would be if all the major DJs decide that we're not going to play in any parties here. And we're going to all the fest.
People will understand.
That'd be so awesome, but everybody had to do it.
People will understand.
Some greedy man go want to take all the food,
right?
Though.
Yeah.
If everybody decide we're not doing this thing, we're just gonna party in like Trinidad Carnival.
Yeah.
That'll gonna be real sweet us.
or not.
Who knows? But so we are going to be again You touched on the Sunday, so from the Sunday again, we're going to be at Dirty Brunch.
Yeah.
We are not going to be performing at March on Monday, but we will be
we
there.
Will be there.
We will
yes,
be there.
Yes, linemen and pumping and winding and spinning.
That's our only night to really pump. Then Tuesday again, Pony Grass. Then Wednesday
we at Mental.
We're at Mental.
Yeah. Thursday is the Soca Starter.
Soca Starter is Thursday.
That's Thursday morning.
That's right. Friday School Blaze boat ride.
The boat ride, but that's before. That's the 22nd.
That's the 22nd.
Yes,
so
yes.
I'm touching on earlier.
Yep.
So we're gonna be on Cool Vibes.
Yes.
We're gonna be dealing with that as well. Good Vibes. Sorry, we're gonna be on Good Vibes.
Yeah.
That's the weekend before. We're touching that.
Yeah.
And
Saturday morning, 2 a.m. You could spot us at Scorch Pandemonium.
Yeah, boy, Scorch Pandemonium. We're at that 2 a.m.
Yep. We will be at the Soca Brainwash.
Yeah, we're hitting a little vibe down there. Soca Brainwash.
Up there, yeah.
And then again.
Then is you into Sunday. So Sunday is Rose Cruise.
Rose Cruise, boy. Listen.
Into there he doesn't Juve.
Wow.
And then Monday, Tuesday is the road. And then after Carnival, you can spot us in Tobago at Encore. Do you want more?
That's the Friday, right?
That is the
Friday. So everybody heading out to Tobago for the little cool down.
Yeah.
Fridays not cool down. Fridays are pump time.
So
shout out to the whole crew. Is a London crew dealing with this thing.
Yeah.
So the London crew is gonna be there on Friday in Tobago.
And it's the only event in Tobago.
Yeah, man.
So big up that team, man.
Around, though.
Yeah. It was Ram last year.
It was. It was real sweet.
So that is where you'll find us for this carnival.
Exactly. So folks, if you need more information, you know where to find us. You can check us on our social media if you want to update. It's Shep Beats Konata. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And check out our website as well, shepbeatskonata.com. And you're just gonna know where we are. Check us out. Drop us a message if you have our number. If you don't, so it go.
DM still work. DM still work.
Just.
However, if everyone was not living under a rock in London, they would know that Rookatuk Awaken is back.
That's right.
Yeah, that's coming off on Easter Saturday, 20th of April.
Right.
Breakfast inclusive party. Last year's Easter Awaken was off the.
Yeah, man,
I can't even tell you, right? But it was mad.
Yes.
Tickets are on sale. Super early birds are available now.
Right.
So they're real cheap. Like if you get this ticket, you win.
Get to go.
You win.
Nice.
So it's all available on rookatuk.com. The bomb squad is going to be out. All the DJs are booked and they're ready to pump.
Excellent.
Right when we come back from Carnival. So www.rookatuk.com.
Yes, sir.
All your tickets for Rookatuk Awaken Easter.
We have one more party to sell all there right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, I meant tell. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, you could buy tickets if you want to. I mean, I'm not saying you have to. But there is Bonfire Festival, 22nd to the 23rd of June. That's going to be in Germany, right? So that is a major Caribbean music and arts festival happening in Germany this year. We're going to have some top Caribbean soca and dancehall acts going to be gracing the stage.
Tell me about it.
There's nothing of its kind really happening in the way that we're going to be doing this thing. So visit bonfirefestival.com. That's BONN, 2 N's. BONN Fire FIRE Festival. Right? Bonfire Festival. Pre-sale tickets are available right now on the bonfirefestival.com website. Make sure you go there. Tickets are probably going to go up within the next week or just before Trinidad Carnival. So make sure you get this stuff in order before we announce all of our headline acts. Now you guys are informed because knowledge is power.
You are up to date.
I hope to see each and every one of you guys that are listening to this program right now. I hope to see you guys in Trinidad Carnival. Hope to see you guys at the events. And if I don't see it in Trinidad, I'm bound to see you all somewhere around the world. So folks, we've come to the end of our lovely show. We've come to the end of Talk Yuh Talk. We're going to wish everyone a happy Carnival season because right now this is actually the final stretch, the last 2 weeks leading into the season. So we want to wish everybody happy, safe, strong and positive season. Enjoy the parties, enjoy the fete. Don't spend all your money. And if you're spending all your money, make sure you have like a little backup plan. Somebody to sleep on the floor by in case you can't pay your rent. Make sure you stay,
You know, right?
I say buy canned foods. Yeah, corned beef and tuna line up in case you can't eat outside and thing, right? So that's the vibe. So folks, thanks for joining us. We shall be back. We're probably going to drop some live versions of our performances in Trinidad for The Breakfast Show in the coming weeks. But just keep it locked, stay tuned, and you shall be informed. The Breakfast Show, be safe, keep it locked.